The Mozilla Foundation is a non-profit organization that exists to support and collectively lead the open-source Mozilla project. Founded in July 2003, the organization sets the policies that govern development, operates key infrastructure and controls Mozilla trademarks and copyrights. It owns a taxable subsidiary, the Mozilla Corporation, which employs many Mozilla developers and coordinates releases of the Mozilla Firefox web browser and Mozilla Thunderbird email client. The subsidiary is 100% owned by the parent, and therefore follows the same non-profit principles. The Mozilla Foundation was founded by the Netscape-affiliated Mozilla organization. The organization is currently based in the Silicon Valley city of Mountain View, California, United States. The Mozilla Foundation describes itself as a non-profit organization that promotes openness, innovation and participation on the Internet. The Mozilla Foundation is guided by the Mozilla Manifesto, which lists 10 principles which Mozilla believes are critical for the Internet to continue to benefit the public good as well as commercial aspects of life. History. On February 23, 1998, Netscape created the Mozilla organization to coordinate the development of the Mozilla application suite. When AOL drastically scaled back its involvement with Mozilla organization, the Mozilla Foundation was launched on July 15, 2003 to ensure Mozilla could survive without Netscape. AOL assisted in the initial creation of the Mozilla Foundation, transferring hardware and intellectual property to the organization, employed a 3-person team for the first 3 months of its existence to help with the transition, and donated $2 million to the foundation over 2 years. Initially, the remit of the Mozilla Foundation grew to become much wider than that of Mozilla.org, with the organization taking on many tasks that were traditionally left to Netscape and other vendors of Mozilla technology. As part of a wider move to target end users, the foundation made deals with commercial companies to sell CDs containing Mozilla software and provide telephone support. In both cases, the group chose the same suppliers as Netscape for these services. The Mozilla Foundation also became more assertive over its intellectual property, with policies put in place for the use of Mozilla trademarks and logos. New projects such as marketing were also started. With the formation of the Mozilla Corporation, the Mozilla Foundation delegated all their development and business-related activities to the new subsidiary. The Mozilla Foundation now focuses on its WebMaker initiative as well as on governance and policy issues. The Mozilla Foundation owns the Mozilla trademarks and other intellectual property, which it licenses to the Mozilla Corporation. It also controls the Mozilla source code repository and decides who is allowed to check code in subsidiaries. Mozilla Corporation. On August 3, 2005, the Mozilla Foundation announced the creation of Mozilla Corporation, described as a taxable subsidiary that serves the non-profit, public benefit goals of its parent, the Mozilla Foundation, and that will be responsible for products development, marketing and distribution of Mozilla products. It also handles relationships with businesses, many of which generate income. Unlike the Mozilla Foundation, the Mozilla Corporation is a tax-paying entity, which gives it much greater freedom in the revenue and business activities it can pursue. From 2004 to 2014, the majority of revenue came from a deal with Google Inc., which was the default search engine in the Firefox web browser. In November 2014, Mozilla signed a 5-year partnership with Yahoo, making Yahoo Search the default search experience for Firefox in the US. Yandex Search is the default for Firefox in Russia and Baidu continues its role as the default in China. Mozilla China Beijing. Mozilla Online Limited, aka Mozilla China, is a wholly owned subsidiary of the Mozilla Corporation with its headquarters in Beijing. Financing. The Mozilla Foundation is funded by donations and search royalties. Initial funding in 2003 came from AOL, which donated $2 million, and from Mitch Kapor, who donated $300,000. The group has tax-exempt status under Section 501 of the U.S. Tax Code, though the Mozilla Corporation subsidiary is taxable. In 2006, the Mozilla Foundation received $66.8 million in revenues, of which $61.5 million is attributed to search royalties from Google. From 2004 to 2014, the foundation had a deal with Google to make Google Search the default in the Firefox browser search bar and hence send its search referrals. A Firefox-themed Google Search site was also made the default homepage of Firefox. The original contract expired in November 2006. However, Google renewed the contract until November 2008 and again through 2011. On December 20, 2011, Mozilla announced that the contract was once again renewed for at least 3 years to November 2014, at 3 times the amount previously paid, or nearly $300 million annually. Approximately 85% of Mozilla's revenue for 2006 was derived from this contract. In November 2014, Mozilla signed a 5-year partnership with Yahoo, making Yahoo Search the default search experience for Firefox in North America effective December 2014. However, it is also to be noted that Yahoo Search is merely a front-end to Microsoft's search engine Bing, and Microsoft takes a 12% cut of all revenue from the search business per the deal. Due to Mozilla's financial release timetables, the results of the Yahoo contract will not be public until November 2016. People. The Mozilla Foundation Board of Directors has 6 members. Mitchell Baker, Brian Behlendorf, Joichi Ito, Bob Lisbon, Kathy Davidson, Ronaldo Lemos. Originally, Christopher Blizzard had a seat on the board, but he moved to the Mozilla Corporation Board of Directors when it was established. Joichi Ito joined the Mozilla Foundation board at that time. Bob Lisbon and Carl Malamud were elected to the board in October 2006. Mark Sermon is the foundation's executive director. The Mozilla Corporation also has a number of employees, many of whom worked for the foundation before the establishment of the corporation. The Mozilla project has traditionally been overseen by a committee known as Mozilla.org staff. Some individuals on that committee later became foundation or corporation board members or employees. Donations. In 2006, after a request from Theo Durat of OpenBSD for funding from corporate entities which make a profit through the use of OpenBSD in the packaged distributions, the Mozilla Foundation donated $10,000 to Durat and OpenBSD for OpenBSD development. The funds donated came from money earned through the income provided by Google. While the target of this request were corporations such as Cisco, IBM, HP, and Red Hat, the Mozilla Foundation found that without OpenBSD, much of the work done by developers would be through insecure and unsafe methods and thus gave the funds as a thank you. At the end of 2010, the Mozilla Foundation partnered with Knoxville Zoo in an effort to raise awareness about endangered red pandas. 2 red panda cubs born at the Knoxville Zoo have officially become a part of the Mozilla community. The cubs are named Spark and Ember by online voters, and Mozilla broadcast a 24-hour live video stream of the cubs for several months.